Who will win the next FIFA World Cup? Which nations truly have the potential to lift football's most prestigious trophy in 2026? That's the burning question on the minds of millions of fans around the globe. And now, one of the most respected and successful coaches in world football, Brazilian head coach Carlo Ancelotti, has given his own verdict. In a recent interview with ESPN, the legendary manager revealed the 6 teams he believes stand the strongest chance of winning the 2026 World Cup. And yes, his current team, Brazil, is on that list. But there are some surprising inclusions and some equally surprising exclusions. Let's break down exactly what Ancelotti said and why it matters. Carlo Ancelotti, widely known as Don Carlo for his calm authority and tactical genius, only took charge of Brazil a few months ago. Since then, he has managed just 4 matches with the Seleção. It has been a mixed journey so far, some highs, some lows, but the expectations surrounding him are massive. For Brazilian fans, the dream is crystal clear. They want Ancelotti to bring the 6th World Cup, the long-awaited Hexa, back to Brazil. And Ancelotti himself isn't shying away from that challenge. In fact, during the interview, he made it clear that he does believe Brazil has the quality to go all the way. That's why when asked who could realistically win the 2026 World Cup, he placed Brazil firmly among the favorites. But of course, Brazil isn't alone in this race. The first name Ancelotti mentioned alongside his own team was their eternal rivals, Argentina. The current world champions, led by Lionel Scaloni, have been dominant in recent years, winning Copa America, lifting the Finalissima, and of course, conquering the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Argentina has been at the very top of world football. Their incredible form has not gone unnoticed by Ancelotti. He even suggested that Argentina has every chance to repeat history and win back-to-back World Cups, something only a handful of nations have ever managed. Next on his list is France. And let's be honest, who can argue with that? Over the last 2 editions of the World Cup, France has been nothing short of spectacular. Champions in 2018, runners-up in 2022, and still boasting one of the deepest, most talented squads in the world, France under Didier Deschamps continues to look like a team built for success. With players like Kylian Mbappé entering their prime, Ancelotti sees France as one of the top contenders for glory in 2026. But he didn't stop there. Ancelotti also pointed to England, a nation that has been craving international success for decades. While their trophy cabinet hasn't been updated with a World Cup since 1966, there is no denying the incredible talent England currently possesses. From Harry Kane to Jude Bellingham, from Phil Foden to Bukayo Saka, England is one of the strongest and most exciting squads in world football. Ancelotti recognized that on their day, England can beat anyone. Spain also made it into his list. Although Spain hasn't reached the same heights since their golden era between 2008 and 2012, the team has been steadily rebuilding. With a new generation of stars like Pedri, Gavi, and Lamine Yamal, Ancelotti believes Spain is once again capable of challenging for the biggest prize. They have the technical style, the possession dominance, and now, the youthful energy that could make them very dangerous in 2026. And then came a very interesting inclusion, Germany. Many fans and analysts would argue that Germany has been far from their best in recent years. Early exits in both the 2018 and 2022 World Cups, inconsistency in performances, and questions about their squad depth have raised doubts. But Ancelotti sees things differently. He reminded everyone that Germany is still Germany, 4-time world champions, a nation with incredible football culture and mentality. Even when they're not in top form, Germany always finds a way to compete at the highest level. That's why, according to him, they cannot be written off. So there you have it. The 6 teams Carlo Ancelotti believes are the true favorites to win the 2026 World Cup: Brazil, Argentina, France, England, Spain, and Germany. But just as important as the teams he included are the teams he left out. And here's where things get really interesting. Ancelotti did not mention Italy, his own country, despite being a 4-time World Cup winning nation. Nor did he mention Portugal, a team that many consider strong contenders after winning the UEFA Nations League and boasting one of the best squads in their history. The absence of Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal from Ancelotti's list surprised many, especially since Ancelotti coached Ronaldo at Real Madrid and achieved great success together. So what does this mean? Is Ancelotti underestimating those nations? Or does he truly believe that the road to World Cup glory in 2026 will be dominated by his chosen six? Whatever the case, one thing is certain. While he gave respect to Argentina, France, England, Spain, and Germany, Ancelotti made it clear where his heart lies. As Brazil's head coach, his ultimate dream is to lead the Seleção to victory. Brazil hasn't lifted the World Cup since 2002. That's over 2 decades of waiting, suffering, and dreaming from millions of Brazilian fans. Now, with Ancelotti at the helm, they believe the Hexa might finally be possible. And if it does happen, it would be a historic achievement. Not just for Brazil, but also for Ancelotti himself. After winning league titles and Champions League trophies with clubs across Europe, adding a World Cup with Brazil would cement his place as one of the greatest managers in football history. So, who will win the 2026 FIFA World Cup? Ancelotti has given us his list. But in football, anything can happen. Will Argentina go back-to-back? Will France reclaim the crown? Will England or Spain finally turn potential into triumph? Will Germany rise again? Or will Brazil, under Ancelotti's leadership, achieve the dream of millions and secure that long-awaited sixth star? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. The road to 2026 is going to be unforgettable.